First and exclusive on Times Now is the former Supreme Court Judge Justice V. Ramasubramanian, who recently took charge as the chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission, a country's top rights body. Justice Subramanian, congratulations and thanks for speaking to Times Now.
Thank you.
So, first and foremost, what will be your priorities? You have seen violation of human rights from close quarters during your tenure as a judge of the highest judiciary, High Court and Supreme Court for 17 years. And so will that hold you in good stead?
See, in terms of priority, you know that there is this global alliance of national human rights institutions, which is called as GANRI. So the accreditation of the National Human Rights Commission of India has been deferred for certain reasons. Therefore, my first priority is to see what could be done from our side so that we regain this accreditation as A grade. That is my first priority. Then the second priority is to do something to improve the existing system. This is insofar as priorities are concerned. Insofar as the experience that I have gained over a period of time as a judge, I think that gives some kind of a discipline in our functioning. In fact, in my first interaction, I told the officers of the commission that whenever somebody sits in a seat of power, they must first understand the limitations of office as much they understand the powers exercised by the office. This comes out of a judicial discipline. So 17 years of judgeship, both as a High Court judge and as a Supreme Court judge, I have seen that there are certain areas where the courts cannot interfere or they don't find time to interfere. There are certain stages where the courts cannot interfere. They have to allow the law to take its own course. But NHRC can interfere in those stages. So that is an understanding which my experience in judiciary has taught me.
Okay, so what according to you is the human rights scene in India? What are the challenges faced by the country?
See, the challenges faced in India are very, very unique. As you know, India is a very diverse country. We have a population of more than 4 billion, 140 crores, occupying a landmass of about 2.5% of the Earth's landmass. And we have people practicing 8 major religions and much more. We have people belonging to different ethnicities. We have people talking at least 22 major languages and about 700 other languages and dialects. Ours is a country where we are divided by at least 1,640 identified castes and communities. Therefore, when you have people belonging to such different sections, it is extremely difficult to manage the country as a whole. So the challenges to human rights are posed not merely by the state actors, but also by non-state actors. So when non-state actors infringe upon the human rights of individuals, the victims had to approach the state actors. When the state actors react or overact, then they commit violation of the human rights of those persons who are accused. So the act of balancing becomes little difficult in a country like India. So I think it is important for us to see who violates, what kind of reaction it warrants. This is how the act should be.
Okay. Sir, NHRC has been often been called a toothless tiger because its directions are not binding, are basically recommendatory, and there's a limit in power, and also there's lack of autonomy. So, do you think there is a need to strengthen NHRC and give more powers? And because what is the point of having a commission whose orders are not followed?
Actually, I'm glad that you asked this question. You are not the first person to call it a toothless tiger. In fact, this expression has been used in a judgment of the Madras High Court. See, what happens is the Act contemplates 3 different types of functions, acts: investigation, inquiry, and recommendations. Insofar as inquiries and investigation is concerned, the Commission has got all powers like that of a civil court.
Okay.
For summoning and enforcing the attendance of witnesses, discovery of documents, entering a place for search, and if a person gives a false document, refuses to give a document, false evidence, interrupts the proceedings, all the provisions of the former IPC apply as if they have violated the orders of court. And the members of the Commission are public servants under Section 21 of the IPC. Therefore, at the stage of investigation and inquiry, we have no difficulty in enforcing. It is only at the stage of passing orders under Section 18 where the word used in the Act is recommendation. Therefore, there is a tendency on the part of many people to think that these recommendations are not binding. If they are not binding, the Commission becomes a toothless tiger. I should tell you something very interesting. See, in 2010, a single judge of the Madras High Court held in a case titled Rajesh Das versus SHRC, State Human Rights Commission, that the recommendations of these Human Rights Commissions are not binding. But Justice K. Chandru of the Madras High Court, which is my parent High Court also, he took a different view in T. Vijayakumar versus State. Because of the conflicts of opinion, the matter was eventually referred to a full bench. The full bench made 2 important observations, which are very, very important for the readers to follow. One, the observation of the full bench of the Madras High Court, that judgment was rendered on 9th February 2021. The full bench of the Madras High Court observed that by and large, the recommendations of the state and the national human rights commissions are being implemented. Factually, they said so. But they also went a step further, recommending to the Parliament that there must be an amendment so that the recommendations made by the Commission are statutorily recognized as enforceable. So the court has gone to that extent. In fact, there is a very interesting sentence in the judgment of the Madras High Court about the word recommendation. I'll just read out that sentence for the benefit of the viewers. The Madras High Court full bench said, in our considered view, the word recommendation is to be considered as euphemism for the expression order. An embellished expression drafted into the Act more in tune with the word commission as understood in the common parlance, but may not be intended to reduce the functional status of the Commission as a toothless tiger. Therefore, it is strictly not a toothless tiger, but of course, yes, the full bench of the Madras High Court has suggested an amendment by which the orders can be made, recommendations can be made enforceable.
Okay. So you will take steps to make more and more orders enforceable? You find ways and means?
Yes, we can certainly find ways and means of enforcing the orders.
Okay. So what do you think is the expectation of people from NHRC, from the NHRC? What is the criteria actually for taking suo motu action? In fact, a lot of people had expected that Commission would take suo motu cognizance of Anna University sexual assault and Tirupati stampede, but that has not happened yet. So your reaction?
Yeah. First, you have, I think, combined 3 different questions. Question number 1 is about the expectations of the people.
Criteria,
Yeah.
So,
Question number 2 is about the powers of the individual members of the commission to take suo motu cognizance. And question number 3 is about the Anna University rape case and the stampede in Tirupati. So I will answer these questions one after the other.
okay.
The first aspect is, what are the expectations of the people? The expectations of the people are very high. So the moment an institution comes into place, naturally there is a tendency for people to think that this institution has got a larger than life-size image. So there are people who come to the commission thinking that it is a one-stop shop for all types of problems. People who don't get pension, people who have a problem with a bank, people who have property disputes, all kinds of people come here thinking that everything is a human rights violation. So we have to the chaff from the grain has got to be segregated. That is one. Insofar as the powers of the commission to take suo motu cognizance vis-a-vis the individual members, under section 12 of the Act, the commission has the powers to inquire into any complaints, suo motu or otherwise. The word used is commission. Under section 2 of the Act, the word commission is defined to mean the national commission constituted under section 3 of the Act. Therefore, the functions indicated in section 12 are available to the commission. All members constitute the commission, whereas each individual member is not the commission. Therefore, the commission alone has got the power to take suo motu cognizance. Of course, section 10 of the Act empowers the commission to regulate its own procedure. Therefore, the commission has framed regulations. The regulations can prescribe what individual members can do, what division benches can do, what full benches can do. So this is how the powers are regulated. This is my answer to the second question. Coming to this Anna University rape case and the Tirupati stampede, I should tell you that insofar as Anna University is concerned, the High Court of Judicature at Madras has taken suo motu cognizance by way of a writ petition. Then thereafter a PIL was filed, PIL was taken on board, and a slew of directions have been issued by the Madras High Court, and they have called for action taken report number 1. Number 2, the National Commission for Women visited them before I took charge as chairman of the National Commission. They visited and they have sent a report. The problem now is, if multiple institutions jump into the fray, it is possible that everything gets distorted. Number 1. The problem number 2 is, every time one more institution goes for an inquiry, you must understand the victim gets traumatized.
Yes.
It is not easy for a rape victim to face so many commissions in order just to answer the public conscience. Therefore, when multiple institutions have taken note of an of an incident, we have to exercise some restraint. Matter is pending in the High Court. National Women Commission has done it. Therefore, we have not taken. Insofar as Tirupati stampede is concerned, it appears that there is a one-man judicial commission has been constituted. Therefore, in fact, the Protection of Civil Rights Act itself says that if a matter is taken cognizance of by the State Human Rights Commission, National Human Rights Commission should not enter into the fray. These are the difficulties.
Okay. So coming back to one more question. So what are the powers of the individual members of the commission? Do they have power to take suo motu cognizance of human rights violations on their own? Because recently one of the members took suo motu cognizance of 2 issues in the name of the commission and sought response from the authorities. Your reaction, sir?
Actually, as I told you, Section 12 empowers the commission to take your motu cognizance. Therefore,
So only a commission as a
It
whole.
is the commission.
Chairperson plus 2 members.
But the chairperson, we have now 3 members. We are now chairman plus 3 members.
3 members.
So what we will do is when individual members take note, they will place it before the commission. The full commission will certainly consider it, and we will take appropriate action. It is not as though the individual members' concerns will not be addressed. Yes.
So, what else would you like to tell the viewers of Times Now, sir?
See, the commission is 30 years
Any
old.
message from your side for the viewers of Times Network?
I think I am too young in the commission. I am just about 2 weeks old in the commission, less than 2 weeks old in the commission to give any message. And I also consider myself too small to give a message. The institution has been there for the past nearly 3 decades. In fact, every institution will have its pluses and minuses. So it is for us to constantly strive to improve the functioning. And just as no man is perfect, no institution can also be perfect, because it is only human beings who head the institutions. I should tell you something 2 days ago it happened. The commission received a complaint. In fact, one individual, since you asked about individual members, I should tell you this. The commission received a complaint on 30th December that a girl went missing in Bihar, in a remote place in Bihar on 23rd December. A police complaint was lodged in the local police station on 24th December. Since no action was taken, according to the complainant, he approached the NHRC on 30th December. One member of the commission wanted the commission to look into it. Immediately, the papers were handed over to the Director General Investigation. The Director General Investigation formed a team. That team asked the Superintendent of Police of the concerned district of Bihar to send a report within 24 hours. I am happy to tell you that within 24 hours, the missing girl who was trafficked was traced in Kota, Rajasthan, and brought back to Bihar.
Okay.
So, the date on which the girl went missing was 23/12. Local police complaint 24/12. State Commission, National Human Rights Commission, 30th December, the complaint is lodged. One individual member takes note. Immediately, within 4 days, and in fact, within 1 day, the girl was traced.
Okay.
So that gives a lot of satisfaction that, it may be, one person in a country of a population of 140 crores, but for that family, it is the only person.
Okay. Thank you for speaking to Times Now, Justice Ramasubramanian.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.